What is effective prompt writing all about? We first need to understand prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is the science of commanding an AI-based system, like ChatGPT, using normal spoken language for executing computer-enabled tasks. What is a prompt? Prompts are instructions, or commands, given in human-like conversational dialogues to an AI-based system for performing specific tasks. Note that the more clear a prompt is, better will be the result. Also note that human-like conversational dialogues, or normal spoken language, is referred to as the natural language. So what are the tips to write effective prompts? We will use here the ChatGPT platform to craft prompts. Most of you will be already using it, but to make your prompts, or the queries, more effective, all you have to do is to follow a few rules. These rules play a critical role in crafting magical prompts that drive AI systems into generating efficient and effective results. For those who haven't used ChatGPT before, just visit chatgpt.com and sign up to create your account. It's free to use. You can go for a quick registration using your Google, Microsoft, or Apple accounts. Once logged in, you can type in the prompts and get access to more efficient results. As mentioned, I will be using here the ChatGPT platform. However, note that these rules are equally applicable to any of similar chatbots, or the conversational assistants like Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini or Bard, Meta AI, ChatSonic, Poe, Pi, and Claude 3. So, the rule number 1, while writing a prompt would be to mention the context up front. Remember that context is the king, and it has to be provided right at the start. Only then will you get the most appropriate answer or response. Now what is the context? How, or where, will the answer or response of one's prompt be used, and who will be the audience? For example, if I have to deliver a small speech on resilience at graduation day, and I want to quickly create it, I will write a prompt in ChatGPT that goes like this. For a graduation speech to college students, summarize the importance of resilience. Let's see what are the contexts that I have mentioned here. Context 1. Where will it be used? It will be used in a graduation speech. Context 2. Who is the audience? It will be the college students. I will next type this prompt on the message box at chatgpt.com. The result is quite interesting and apt for the occasion. Rule number 2. Use relevant keywords. Lead with keywords to make it easier for AI to understand the main topic. For example, suppose you are given a very lengthy article on climate change solutions, and are asked to make a quick presentation in say 30 minutes. All you have to do is to click Upload button on the ChatGPT prompt box, attach the article, and type in this prompt. Summarize the key points of the attached article on climate change solutions. You will now get a shortened version of the entire article with most relevant points. Try it. Rule 3. Provide response examples. Help the AI to respond properly by giving examples of desired output, like in a Q&A, or in a date format. For example, if you want to create a conversation that is in the form of a question and answer format, mention it in the prompt. Look at this prompt. It says, provide me 5 responses like this. Question: what is AI? Answer: AI stands for artificial intelligence. It enables machines to mimic the human behavior. ChatGPT would give you a response, like in here. Rule 4. Set the response length. Define the ideal length, whether a one-liner, short paragraph, or a list. In the last example, I had asked to provide 5 responses. This way I had set the response length. Similarly, we can write another prompt that goes like this. Summarize the attached article in 3 sentences. Rule 5. Be clear on format. Specify formats like CSV, HTML, table, image, presentation, etc. for clarity. For example, let's see how this prompt responds. Create a list in CSV format of top 10 European countries by population, and there we go. You get a list in CSV format. It also has an option to copy the code. Rule 6. Use handy expressions. Expressions like, let's think step by step, help with logical and backward thinking. This results in more accurate and technically relevant results. Here is an example prompt. As a financial expert, analyze the impact of inflation on household budgets. Go step by step. Give me a 10-line summary. Rule 7. Keep it simple and sequential. For better results, ask questions one at a time in a logical order. Here is an example prompt. First, summarize the plot of Pride and Prejudice. Then describe the main character. Rule 8. Mind your language and grammar. Write complete sentences. It helps keep things simple and clear. Here is a prompt. In simple terms, explain how plants photosynthesize. Rule 9. Proofread prompts. Always double-check for typos or misphrasing. An example prompt would like this. Write a quick review of the latest smartphone model. Ensure it's factual and typo-free. Rule 10. Use action words. Verbs like analyze, summarize, or design guides the AI toward specific tasks. Have a look at this prompt. Design a marketing strategy for a new coffee brand targeting young adults. Rule 11. Set the tone. Let AI know if the tone should be formal, casual, or playful. Example prompt. Explain meditation techniques in a calm, reassuring tone. Rule 12. Top commands for better insight. Use commands like pretend you're an expert, play devil's advocate, or consultant mode for more of specific answers. Example prompt. Play devil's advocate on whether remote work boosts productivity. Next, let's apply what we have learned so far. Here is an assignment for you. Prepare a short speech for the annual day celebrations of your school, as a leader of the Ashoka House. Here's the prompt that I have drafted. Pretend you are leader of the Ashoka House at Kendriya Vidyalaya School, Cochin. Prepare me a very inspiring 10-line speech for the annual day celebrations. At the end, add a 5-line poem on the determination, valor and glory of King Ashoka. Let's see what ChatGPT creates for me. Wow. That's awesome. And the poem at the end is just so very brilliant. Hope this session will always be useful to you. You can apply prompt engineering in every aspect of your life, be it at office or at home. See you all in the next session, where we will quickly surf through a few AI tools that offer quick solution to many of our needs. Thank you.